5 keys to the game. And again, the back end of the show, we're going to have our Veterans Day shout-outs coming up here in just a minute. And we will also play Coach Kalen DeBoer, Kane Womack, Ryan Grubb, a couple sound bites from them as well in this particular show. We'll do kind of some what they said, our biggest takeaways from their commentary. 5 keys to the game real quick, and I'll elaborate this on this particular slide more later on. But real quick, I was thinking about this, and if you have kind of a key point that you want to highlight that you think is a key to the game, please let me know inside the comment box. I think, number 1, you have to protect Ty Simpson. Oklahoma, as I mentioned, this is a very active defense that wants to get after Ty Simpson. They are number 1 in the nation in tackles for loss. They have 33 sacks on the season. They are number 7 in defense overall. So Oklahoma's defense is going to come with it. And I think if you're looking at how to play Alabama, how to challenge Alabama, you have to be able to get to the quarterback. Under pressure, I think Ty Simpson is 41% in terms of completion percentage, but when he's left open, I think his Pro Football Focus grade is close to 90. So if you don't get after him and you allow him to sit back, he has the tools, he has the talent to pick you apart, and you got to get after him. So you got to protect him. And Ryan Grubb yesterday was talking about you have to communicate. And that is up to Ty, right? A lot of that is up to Ty. Understanding, hey, I see the blitz here. You need to slide over here. I need protection on this side. Hey, running backs need to do their job in protecting when Ty sees a blitz and when he's communicating against Oklahoma. You have to stop the run. Last year doesn't equal this year, but Oklahoma can run the football 100%. The good news is Alabama's run defense is improving greatly. They haven't allowed that many chunk yardage plays as of late. There was one against LSU, but overall, it seems as though the Alabama run defense is starting to get better. They will be challenged against Oklahoma, and that's another kind of key to beating Alabama is, can you run the ball? Can you control the clock? Can you control the momentum at Bryant-Denny Stadium, which has been a real challenge for pretty much everybody that's came to face DeBoer and his crew in the black hoodie. Number 3, you have to win the red zone. This is going to be one hell of a battle inside the red zone. You're looking at 2 very good football teams inside the red zone on offense and on defense. Alabama has a really stout red zone defense, and Oklahoma this season is 28 of 28 inside the red zone, right, with 21 of those being touchdowns. So that is going to be one hell of a battle, and lately it seems that when the opposition gets into the red zone, they have a very difficult time coming away with 7 against Alabama. I really love the red zone play as of late. You have to win the turnover battle. In Alabama right now, they are number 1 in the SEC in most gained turnovers and number 1 in least amount of turnovers, right? They have 5 fumbles and they have 1 interception. One of the top places in the nation. And on defense, I mean, they forced 16 interceptions and they have forced 8 interceptions and 8 fumbles. So you got to win the turnover battle, and that has been really, a big deal for Alabama this entire season. This team does not turn over the football. I mean, I think you have 4 fumbles that have been by Ty, but other than that, he doesn't put the ball in bad placement. He's done a really good job taking care of the football. 21 touchdowns, 1 interception. The defense has to hold the rope. I mean, is the defense going to be the foundational piece of this team as we go to the back end? I wouldn't be mad about that. They've been doing a great job. They've been improving. And until kind of that offense gets out of that sputter that they might be in, defense has to hold the rope, and going up against a very good quarterback who has elite weapons at wide receiver and the running backs, defense has to hold the rope, and I think they will. Veterans Day shout out coming up in just a few minutes. Let's look at some stats real quick. I put this together. I'm a stat guy. I love going inside the numbers. I hope you are too. So let me read this out. I'll go full screen. 18th on offense in third down conversions at 48%. I'm not mad about that number, to be honest. 51st in defensive third down conversions with 36%. I actually like that number. I do. I'm surprised that they're 51, ranked 51, because like Texas A&M, I think on the defensive third downs, Texas A&M is allowing, I think, the opposition 24%. So that is some really good third down defense from Texas A&M. All right, they are ranked 25th in penalties, 47 for 394 yards. This is a gigantic improvement. Last year, I think Alabama was like ranked 110th in penalties. Last game, they only had one against LSU. They are second in passes intercepted, right? They only had Ty Simpson's only thrown one interception this season. UConn is the only team that has not thrown an interception through 10 games, which is incredible. 46th, they are ranked in interceptions with 8. Bray Hubbard has 3 by himself. 13th in passing offense, 291 per game. 10th in passing defense. I really love that number, 161. That is hats off for that number. My goodness. 16th in the red zone offense, 35 of 38. Oklahoma is 28 of 28, as I've mentioned. 8th, they are ranked 8th in red zone defense, 17 of 24. That's 70%, which is a really good number, ranked 8th in the nation. And then right here, I know this is the ugliest number on the board, 119 in run offense, right, with 111, which is a 3.5 average this season, and then ranked 54th in run defense, 139. I'm not mad at that number. I'm not. It needs to improve, but I'm not mad at that number. It's better than it was last year. 3rd, turnovers lost, 6. They have 5 fumbles. Ty has 4 of those turnovers by himself with fumbles. Really, Ty has all the 5 turnovers, right? Who was okay? Here's my trivia. Ty is responsible for 5 of those turnovers. He's thrown 1 interception and he has 4 fumbles. Where's the other turnover? Let me know inside the comment. I can't even think about it. Let me know. And then lastly, they are ranked 18th in turnovers gained, but first in the SEC with 16, 8 fumbles and 8 interceptions. You guys like the stats? Thumbs up for the stats. You guys feeling good? I appreciate it. My shout outs today, all right, are to the veterans. All right, so if you are a veteran, inside the comment box, please let me know. I will give you a shout out. But I also, I know a couple off the top of my head, like Army 3275. Thank you for your service. We have Patriot Life. I think Ephraim is also a veteran as well, and I think we have several others inside the comment box. And it's really important that we give you guys shout outs today. It really is. So this will be our Veterans Day shout out. And we got some really good feedback from Facebook, okay? So Marcus and St. Pete's, appreciate you as well. And I got to start out by giving you a little backstory on my boy, Rafael Diaz, all right? I was roommates with him. He is from Puerto Rico, up in Orocovis, which is up in the mountains. And when I met this guy, I didn't know what to expect. He lived life to the fullest. He was in the Navy. He was a chef in the Navy. And, man, I love this dude. He was a good cat. And I always remember he always used to tell me, hey, he's like, Kyle, if not now, then when? And that always was so inspired to me. Like, I just love the way that he got life. And unfortunately, he passed away due to cancer in 2023. I think about him often, but he used to tell me stories about traveling the world as a Navy chef. And I'll never forget one night we made some Alfredo. And we were sitting up in our room in Washington, D.C., and he carved up an apple. And this apple, he turned it into a swan. So R.I.P. to my great friend, Rafael Diaz. I think about you often. And, thoughts and prayers to his family. Let's go to Facebook now, because we got some amazing feedback in terms